Great work, class. We've all warmed up now. We've done our warm-up activity, shaken, we're feeling stimulated. Now it's time to get to work. Alright, so last week we were looking at two-dimensional shapes and it was really fun. We looked right into rectangles, squares, circles, triangles. We also addressed in that lesson, we had a look at angles. Now does anyone know some of the angles we looked at? Ryan? Feel free to use the board. Like everyone, feel free to use our fact sheet. That's why it's there. It's there to be used. Alright, we looked at acute. Great job. We looked at right angles and we looked at obtuse. Now, does anyone know some facts about these? Feel free to read. Like you can utilise, that's why they're there. Yes, that's right. Acute's less than 90 degrees, an angle less than 90 degrees. A right angle is 90 degrees exactly, and an obtuse is 90 degrees to 180 degrees. Great job. It's good to see you all paying attention and you have listened last week. And I hope you have written all that information down when I asked you to. And feel free to look over it whenever you want. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. No worries. Alright, so this week's focus, we're going to be looking at triangles. Now, we had a vague look at triangles last week. Now, does anyone know anything about triangles? Exactly right. Triangles have three sides. Tri means three. Now, are all triangles the same? Yes? No? Well, the fact is, no, not all triangles are the same. Everyone, no, don't forget, like there is no wrong answer here. Now, not all triangles are the same. Now, we may have been looking at last week what we call the equilateral triangle. Equal means the same sides. Today what we're going to be looking at is these three triangles. Now, can anyone tell me something about these three triangles? They're the same. They're different. They have all the same sides. They're all made up of angles. Great job. Now the specific triangles we're going to be looking at today are... bear with me, class. We're going to be looking at the equilateral triangle, the isosceles, and the scalene. We're really going to be delving in deep those. Now, does anyone know anything about triangles specifically? All triangles are made up of angles. Look, we've got an angle here, an angle there, an angle here. If we had a right angle, which I don't, so a right angle triangle, I'll just clean this off. A right angle triangle, we can see that there's an angle here. Now that right there is 90 degrees, so we can see that it is a right angle triangle. Now, we're going to go through a presentation. What I'd like you to all do is get your books out, look at math, get your maths facts page, and get ready to write and draw. Up to you. Make sure you're writing something down and ensuring that you are possibly drawing the shape next to it so you remember it. So I'll get to that long-term schema and you can all remember it. So, what we're going to be addressing today is we're going to be describing and comparing features of these sides. We are also going to be manipulating, identifying, and looking at right angle triangles and looking at the angles within the scalene, the isosceles. So if you don't know much about these triangles, it's okay. I'm going to show you this presentation now. We're going to write it down and then we're going to go through a nice fun activity for everyone, a nice little group task. So I'll get this PowerPoint open. Make sure you have your maths books. Alright. So, what two-dimensional shapes can you see? Now, does anyone know what this is here? That's correct. That is a housing frame. Does anyone know what a housing frame does? Exactly right. It holds up a house. It's the foundation of a house. It's the building blocks of a house. Now, can anyone see any shapes? Triangles, rectangles, squares. Awesome. Really good job. Alright, let's have a look and see what shapes might be in here today. So does anyone know what this is? This is a rectangle. Now the fun facts about the rectangles is that a rectangle has 4 sides and all sides have parallel lines. Now this here, does anyone know what that is? Yes, that's a triangle. Does anyone know what triangle it is? No. Well, the type of triangle it is an equilateral triangle. It has 3 sides and all sides are made up of the same. Look, we've got one here, we've got one here, and we've also got a couple of little ones over here. So make sure you're writing down the information. So an equilateral triangle has 3 sides and they're all equal. Remember, equilateral, equal sides. All sides are the same. The next triangle we can see is the isosceles triangle, which is up in the frame just here. Now, an isosceles triangle, are you all listening? Remember the 5 rules of our classroom. Legs are still, hands are still, we're listening, we make sure our lips are zipped, and we make sure our eyes are watching. Make sure, because you'll remember a lot better. And so 2 sides are equal and 1 side is not on the isosceles triangle. Does anyone know what this triangle is here? A scaling, good job. That is a scaling triangle. So look, we can see a triangle right here, the scaling. Now a scaling has 3 sides, which means when we look at it, if we look at the scaling up here, can you notice anything? Exactly right, all sides are different, but every side is made up of an angle. Now, can you ever guess what type of angle that is? An obtuse maybe, or an acute? Very good job. Now we're going to look through here, and we're going to see where we can see in these triangles. So look, we've got an equilateral triangle just here. We've got a scaling just here. Sorry, an isosceles, sorry. And there's just triangles everywhere. There are triangles all throughout this image. There's the scaling. The scaling is here, down at the bottom. And you know what the amazing thing is that a lot of you have probably seen these triangles before and not even noticed it. Maybe you have noticed that you've seen these triangles. And that's the thing, whether you're in the classroom, the playground, at home, playing a video game, doing homework, triangles are everywhere, in the car, and that's why it's so beautiful. It is 2D shapes are the foundation of our mathematics when we look at space, 2D space. And they're everywhere, that surround us. The massive thing is how much they play in the design of infrastructure and how that buildings are made. And that's the thing, they are absolutely everywhere. So, as we finish up the slide, I hope everyone's been writing down. I'm now going to get you all to get in groups of 4. I'm going to allocate you group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Alright, now what I'm going to do now is provide you with a small worksheet that you can either you'll complete as a team. Alright, so on the worksheet, we have 4 shapes. I'll come a little closer for you guys. We have 4 shapes. We have 4 triangles. Each triangle is made up of an angle. Really remember that. All triangles are made up of angles. We're going to explore that. We're going to manipulate triangles today, see where these angles fit, and explore that. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the shape. We're going to write next to the shape using your team members. Make sure everyone's helping each other. Make sure we're being nice and supportive and really engaging in this work so we can get the most out of it. We're going to then write the word, the shape's name. And then for all you artistic people out there that love to draw, you're going to find an object, you can use it as a team, make sure one person is drawing, or you can draw multiple shapes. Everyone can have a turn at drawing. You're going to look around in the classroom, or I'm going to be monitoring outside with our teacher's aide. Our teacher's aide, Mrs. Farron, is going to be outside having it in the doorway. You can go outside or in the classroom, and you're going to find one each of these triangles where you can see it in the classroom and draw it. And you're going to have the opportunity to draw it and make sure you're really looking into it. Because you know what, I'm looking just here and I can see there's an equilateral triangle just above the whiteboard. So make sure you're looking around and really exploring where you can see these. So you have 5 minutes to do that. Or make it 10. We'll have 10 minutes to do that. So everyone, you're in your groups. I'm going to be walking around and ensuring that you're doing your work. And make sure you're really taking on board what you're doing and learning. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Ensure you're asking lots of questions. Alright, job well done. Now what we're going to get to do is, we're going to get your worksheet, and we're going to go up in front of the class. You can do it as a group, but you can do it individually. We'll actually, you know what, we'll do it at the tables. We'll get everyone into a circle, and we'll go through, sit on the ground, make sure we're sitting still, we're comfortable, we've got all the heebie-jeebies out of us, and we're gonna go through what each triangle we've seen was, and we're also going to do where we've seen this triangle. So shape 1, we can see is an equilateral triangle. Good job. Group 2, group 1, we've seen that when we looked in the pictures of the house, of the classroom, we could see that there was the house frame in the class was equal. Then we found group 2, you said scaling. Very well done. Now, where did you see a scaling? Because I've seen you go outside. You've drawn an image of a tree. I can see where you've seen that in that branch. Very well done. Now, where's a right angle? Group 3, have you seen a right angle? Anyone can help. You struggled finding a right angle? Alright, group 2. Group 2 said, you've seen one in the corner of the class. Just in the corner, and you drew one out. See, that's what we're looking for. Job well done, and great job for helping group 2. Now group 4, you had a tricky one. You had the isosceles triangle. Now, where did you see an isosceles triangle? In the fencing out in the playground. So you've seen in the fence, where our grid was, that there was an isosceles. Job well done. So in summary, what have we looked at today? So we've looked at the 3 different triangles. Now, let's do 2 stars and a wish. What did you enjoy about this lesson? So we're going to hit 2 things that you enjoyed and 1 thing that you didn't. You enjoyed the PowerPoint. Very nice, Ryan. Elise, you enjoyed the fact that you got to go outside. And Matilda, what did you enjoy? You enjoyed the drawing, of course. And then what's 1 thing that you didn't like about this lesson? That you didn't get to use your computers. Your iPads, sorry. Well, luckily enough, I've got a little task for you for when you get home, if you'd like to do this. So what I'm going to do now, we've brainstormed, we've had some fun, we've drawn, we've done the worksheet, we've manipulated these shapes, we've seen where some of these angles fit. What we're going to do now is we're going to incorporate a little bit of ICT. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to upload this to our Google Classroom. Now, if you don't have access to it at home, don't stress. But you're going to go home and you're going to have a look around your house, inside or outside, in the kitchen, bathroom, wherever you'd like. And we're going to get any shape. It doesn't just have to, I'd like you to get a couple of these shapes, but any shape around the house. You're going to draw it, take a photo, and then you're going to bring it in. And then when you bring it in, I'm going to upload it to our Google Classroom, and then you're going to be able to use it to look back on to see these triangles and see that we've explored the scaling, isosceles to the right, and the equilateral. So next lesson, what I'd like you to do is bring in a little bit of that work. If you don't get it done, it's okay, but I'd really appreciate it if you do. But what I'd like is you to bring it in, and then next lesson, we're really going to delve in to manipulating these shapes and seeing where these angles fit, what angles are what, and where these 2D shapes are in the world around us. So on that note, thank you class for paying attention, and I will see you next lesson.